Hi everyone, I'm SOWMYA from VIT University, Chennai. I would like to give you a presentation on securing databases in the cloud. In this presentation, we will discuss database overview, big data overview, cloud-based database solutions, securing database solutions, and its vulnerabilities in cloud-based offerings, securing your database relational and non-relational cloud-based offerings, privacy and data protection for cloud-based databases, and a case study for MySQL and simple database in the cloud. First of all, cloud computing databases are cloud computing service models has infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. In these topics in which these are supported by data, application, virtual machine, server, storage, network. These are controlled by service provider as well as cloud provider and system. Right now we are in database overview. Database management system has three categories: relational database management system, object oriented, non-relational, distributed management systems. In a part of these three, online transactional processing, online analytical processing. These are the operations and transactions in databases. Online analytical processing, it has three subcategories as relational online analytical processing, multidimensional and hybrid processing techniques. Right now in big data overview, it is aggregated data from following sources: traditional, sensory, social. Aggregators who are getting the resources from column family stores, Bigtable, Google, HBase, Apache, key value stores, App Engine, Data Store, DynamoDB and SimpleDB. Document-based databases, CouchDB, MongoDB. Big data processing in serial view has Hadoop and React. Parallel processing has Hadoop databases. Analytics as nothing but MapReduce, example as Google, Apache, Splunk, etc. This is the Hadoop file system. Each and every has a system and its databases with specific file location. It is the database with multiple splits. It is like a disk, and for each and every disk is associated with some workers and a user fork with multiple disks. Then these are attached by a worker which has a output file as 0. We can retrieve the data from split 0 to output file 0. What kind of workers, which are the following, and which are the master nodes and all. Cloud-based database solutions. These are provided by platform as a service, database as a service. In that force.com. Force.com is nothing but it's a platform as a service. It provides a base to develop your application. It's like any application we can run in there. Amazon Web Services. These are supported by these some of the concepts supported by platform as a service. Oracle Public Cloud, Google App Engine, Browser. Infrastructure as a service. In that, Amazon Web Services follows these two concepts: Elastic Compute Cloud, Elastic Block Store, and OpenStack Compute Node and Shift as a storage. Middleware vulnerability. Open databases, services, middleware databases vulnerabilities is nothing but weaknesses which are available in VMs and whatever the low base weakness available in any attack is occurred in that. It is nothing but vulnerability in the VM. Vulnerabilities are mostly in general cloud service as attack vectors. What in which direction it is going to lose the data or hackers, those stuff. Infrastructure as a service, improper physical access control, change configuration management, physical separation of cloud and compute nodes. Performance degradation, backups, data file, backup location, certification, operating system, etc. In database as a service, logical segregation or separation of duties, enforce logical access controls, has firewalls, encryption mechanisms, public key management, public key infrastructure, encryption requirements, and your user rights management, identity management, etc. For internet and hypervisor in multiple VMs, these are connected by virtual switch. These are for security. We are providing a firewall to protect the data. For each, the databases are considering as zone A, zone B. For each and every zone, we are connecting with the firewall to protect the data. These are provided by Security Development Lifecycle. This lifecycle has processing practices with some specific stuff, training, requirement, design, implementation, verification, release, and response for the specific databases or data. Platform as a service in this database as a service in which we are providing public and private networks, groups, instances for security groups. For each and everything, we are providing database security and exception handling for each and every task we are performing. IaaS server infrastructure, physical access control, hypervisor, grouping, generalizing, aspect orientation management, automation provisioning, air gapping, those are we are providing. Security relational databases. We are providing relational databases for these things. Operating system as a service. OS firewalls, patching, configuration, check, puppet, public key encryption management, access control, antivirus authentication, IAM rules, user roles, policies. We are setting up to the databases. Databases has backup segregation. It's like separation, vulnerability scanning, each and everything we are providing from scratch. From the databases of the different versions, we are in different ways we are using in them. Infrastructure as a service, we are providing NAT, public IP address, private IP address, CloudWatch. We are providing relational databases. For relational databases, we are providing in tables. For the tables, the data is stored in mostly for websites or web application. We are giving data retrieval or data storing in PHP-MyAdmin. Infrastructure as a service, the storage technology has encryption key management, logical access control, authentication, authorization, accounting, IAM as a role, monitoring, information governance. It's a life cycle. Database as a service, federated identity, security assertion, markup language, open authentication, representation state, and web services as trust language, Active Directory Federation, Microsoft Federation, Gateway, etc. This is the OAuth authentication flow. With one single sign-on, we can log in into multiple resources. The authentication we will checking from that OAuth. It's like open authentication and access many things. The databases are securing in AWS as IAM dashboard. IAM is a role or response policy which has certain groups, users, and password policy. The password should have some specific features. It may be encrypted or decrypted with some certain keys. In general, normal relational databases, non-relational database management system, cloud-based database solutions has focus on application middleware level security, segregation of duties, specific key value, document, and all. Privacy and data protection for cloud-based databases. National, statutory, regional, for each and every some specific kind of data, we are providing database security. Data flow, juridical adherence, contract classes, privacy best practices for each and every applications. It's a case study. We are going to study about MySQL Simple DB in cloud. The background we are using here as healthcare service provider for larger HIPAA. One simple project. Drivers are assigning for cost savings, high-tech compliance, more cost effective. The technologies we are using these two in AWS as Elastic Compute Cloud, EB2 block storage, so storage bucket. In buckets we can use the data, simple DB, open OpenLDAP, Splunk, Ubuntu, Apache, MySQL. These are the stuff for storing the databases. Limitations, it's like the vendor management skill sets in EC2 and SimpleDB. Risk, the risk when we are retrieving or accessing the data, vendor locking, legal concerns with some specific requirements. That is like a service level agreement with cloud provider and service provider. Data security and privacy concerns, business continuity or availability, variable cost. These are the things we covered from right now. This is the assets what we discussed from presentation. I go through with database in cloud-based applications and defense in depth, applications, middleware, operating system, infrastructure. The new technologies we discussed, it will provide big data, federated identities. Thanks for watching. If you have any queries, please mail me at pappu.sowmya2015@vit.ac.in. Thank you. Bye.